As I sat in the dressing room after the match had ended in our World Cup final defeat to Spain in Moscow, I wondered whether I'd stomach putting on an England shirt ever again. I gave away the penalty for Spain's first of 2 goals in their 2-1 victory, and whilst I may have got the assist for what proved to be a consolation goal from Sterling, I just felt as though I'd let my whole country down. But I also knew, after the game, that this experience was just going to make us stronger. And so for my first game back, wearing the 3 lions on my chest, we take on Italy in my first game at Wembley as an England player, in the first game of our European qualifying group, aiming to prove just that. We are going to be stronger, and that experience will make us better. Our first World Cup final appearance since we won it back in 1966. A long way to go before Qatar 2022, but we start here, in the first game of the Euro qualifying group, taking on Italy, aiming for the win, as I aim for a good response and a way to apologise for the fans. We are 8 minutes into my return for England. It's not been a great start. I've already misplaced my first pass. Feeling the nerves really, back in front of the home crowd here at Wembley. I say back in front, this is actually my first game at Wembley because my first games for the country were in the World Cup in Russia. Wanting to do good, wanting to play well, as Walker sent down the right, but there are a lot of nerves. I've got to respond after my performance against Spain in the final. Still waiting for the first chance of the game. It's been a terrible first half an hour. Neither team has really got going yet in this qualifying group opener. As Rose makes the tackle, but it drops straight to Bernardeschi. And Rose is there again, and maybe a chance to break here. I've got Henderson with me, but I'm going to take it myself down the left-hand side. I've not got that much pace, but enough to get away from Benassi, that's for sure. And I'll keep on going, and I'll keep on going, and I'll keep on going across to the middle, and arriving is Jordan Henderson. But the captain fires it wide. That's our first chance of the game. Skipper couldn't get it on target, but still 0-0 and a good driving, aggressive run. That's what I need to do in this qualifying group opener. And I've won it back for the team there as well. Ali on the ball gives it to me. I'll find Kane. Kane off the post. And Marchisio gets it away. Won it back straight away from the goal kick and fed Kane through, but off the woodwork, still 0-0. Now the game's sparking into life as we look for the first goal. And that is going to do it for the first half here at Wembley. We are still deadlocked at 0-0, and after a struggling first half an hour, we did pick it up a little bit. The fans in good voice after a decent spell of pressure. Kane hit the woodwork, Henderson fired just wide. Still 0-0, but so far looking a much better team. And if we can find a breakthrough in the second half, I'm pretty confident about our chance of keeping the clean sheet and going on to get the 3 points. Ali has me out wide and finds me. Lovely ball there. And a good chance to cut inside Chiellini if I can. And a golden chance here. It's a golden chance. And it's a brilliant return to England duties for yours truly. England 1, Italy 0. My strike deflected off Donnarumma. I kiss the badge and I say sorry to the fans for giving away that penalty in the World Cup final. But I'm proud to represent the nation. And I'm proud to score our first goal of the qualifying campaign. Cut round Chiellini, and the defender that came towards me just walked towards me and let me go. Donnarumma got a touch, but my finish squirms in off the forearm and into the bottom corner. It's a dream return and a dream Wembley debut. England 1, Italy 0. No words said down the camera lens, no words said to my teammates. The goal says all I ever could. I'm sorry, I gave away the penalty in our defeat to Spain. It was a bit debatable, but it was still my error. I'm going to make amends though. I said that in the dressing room after the game. I'd make amends for my country, and this is the way to start. 1-0 and my first goal in the qualifying campaign. Now Ali to Kyle Walker, back to Ali. Kane, look, right there. No, Ali, shot blocked and cleared. I was right there. I wanted the pass and I could have played it through as well to Jack Wilshere, who was on the overlap, I think. But unfortunately, Harry Kane didn't see me or hear me, but it's okay. We're still leading and we've had a really good game. Let's keep this up. Ball inside. Danny Rose gets inside. Shot easily caught by Donnarumma. It's been all England in this game as we still lead by 1. Marchisio for Italy though, down the right hand side as the away side try and get back in this game. Cross is sort of dealt with by Jack Butler, not entirely, but it should be cleared now as Henderson finds Rose and he'll get it clear as well to my feet. And now maybe a chance on the break here. I'm round 1 and I've got Ali running through and I'll feed him through. Dele Alli in behind Bonucci. This should be 2-0 and he's denied by a fabulous save by Donnarumma, the young shot stopper, keeping Italy in the game and still in with a chance. But I've had a brilliant European qualifying debut in this game. Played so well, almost the assist there to go along with the goal. Still 1-0. Let's close out these 3 points. Italy have just not got going in this game at all. It's been all England, and with 10 minutes to go there, now starting to force bodies forward, but might prove to be a case of too little too late, as Bernardeschi flicks back towards Marchisio. And if they give it away, they're going to be in a lot of trouble as well, because we've got men coming forward on the counter every time we win it back, and we've got the man advantage when going forward due to their lack of numbers on defence. It'll be dropped into Henderson, Henderson to Ali. This should be that, and there it is. Donnarumma went to ground early. Ali fires it home. England 2, Spurs 0, Italy 0, as the Spurs man doubles our lead, and that will do it. Quick double step over into Henderson. Captain finds Ali, and it's a great finish, but Donnarumma again went to ground so early there as Ali fires it home, and the 3 points are in the bag. Perfect way to start the qualifying campaign. And that will indeed do it. Final score, England 2, Italy 0. Donnarumma's goalkeeping suspect for the second goal we scored. But my first goal, a nice little cut inside. My first goal in my Wembley debut for England as well. A brilliant man of the match display alongside Ali as well. That was a great performance and a great win. I wondered what reception I would get from the fans, but after the game it was pretty clear it was going to be nothing but applause. A fantastic man of the match performance, scoring a goal in our 2-0 victory as we start the group campaign off with a win, and a very good one at that as well. Myself and Ali bagging the goals in our 2-0 victory, and it's exactly what we needed. There's so many good countries in this group. We know it's going to be tough to get out of and qualify for Euro 2020, but that was what we needed, and that was what I needed. And so for our second game of the Euro qualifying campaign, we now take on Ireland away from home at the Aviva Stadium. So disappointed that stadium's not in the game. Love it so much, as we try and make it 2 wins from 2 to start the group campaign off, with both teams winning on the opening game. It's Ireland away, it's the second match. We know this is going to be a really tough game for us in our first one away, but I still feel like I need to repay the fans after what happened in the World Cup final. I did in our first game at Wembley, now let's do it away in Dublin as well. Second and final game with England today. I want to put in another great performance, hopefully bag another goal or possibly an assist, but most importantly, help my team make it 2 wins from 2 to start the group off. Couldn't have asked for a better Wembley debut, really. I mean, just a perfect response. Great win. There was so much effort in that game, and we really stepped it up. We stopped Italy from having any proper chance in the entire match, and we took 2 of the ones we created. But now here against Ireland, both teams winning their first group game. This is going to be a very tough game. Our first away game in the qualifying group. It is a very tough group, so if we are to qualify as one of the top 2 teams, we're going to have to pick points up away from home, and I want to start with 3 points here. Come on, boys. Shane Long's cross, Michael Keane's header away, but right now Ireland are looking a better nation to start off with. 20 minutes in, Robbie Brady finds James McCarthy, and McCarthy down the left finds Jeff Hendrick as he gives it back to the Everton man, and Ireland working inside, Long to McCarthy, and Butland with glue on his gloves makes the save pretty comfortably in the end, but as we're still tied at 0-0, we're yet to get going. Ireland looking the better country to start with, and we really need to get going at some point if we are to have anywhere close to anywhere close to as good as a performance as we had against Italy. That's good work by Mido, and I'll release Danny Rose down left-hand side. Ali's in the middle, and Ali fires it home. Ireland 0, England 1, and Dele Alli gives us the goal. The Spurs boys link up, and we have the lead here at the Aviva Stadium. I won't get the assist, but a little hockey assist if you will. Rose with a ground cross, Ali with the finish. 1-0 to England. I love this stadium, by the way. I remember when it was first opened a few years ago, and it just looks so beautiful. But that was a beautiful little goal there. Nice little ball out wide towards Rose, and Ali strike. Did it take a deflection? It might well have done, as it's fired past Darren Randolph and into the back of the net. But it's 1-0 England, the perfect start, and a really good beginning to a crucial Euro qualifier away. Brady out wide towards Jeff Hendrick as Ireland look for a goal to get back on level terms here. Hendrick on the turn, finds James McCarthy. McCarthy to Shane Long. Feeds it into Harry Arter, and what a goal that is by the Bournemouth midfielder. Harry Arter with a wonderful strike makes it Ireland 1, England 1, and that was a brilliant goal by the midfielder. The English-born Irish international with a wonderful goal against the country he was born in. That is a brilliant strike, and for Jack Butland to get the clean sheet against Italy, he had no chance with that one. Arter with a wonderful strike. Ireland 1, England 1. And they're back on level terms for an absolute rocket from the Bournemouth midfielder. That was a wonderful goal from Harry Arter. Got to give him credit there. Shane Long looks for space to shoot himself and puts it just wide. Ireland now with a bit between their teeth, going for a winner. This is going to be a frantic final 16 minutes. Throw for England. Gary Cahill to Michael Keane. And now Cahill into the feet of Barkley. He's got me with him. And I'll feed it into Kyle Walker. Walker touches inside and finds Jordan Henderson. And the captain denied by a really great save by Randolph. 9 minutes to go. Can either nation win this game? And that is going to do it. Well, what a game that was at the Aviva Stadium. Ireland won, England won. Definitely the right result in my opinion. Both teams played very well. Harry Arter had a stormer for Ireland, including scoring that wonderful goal as well. Tip your hat to the Irish captain. And I was glad to get a hockey assist for our goal as well through Dele Alli. 1-1 the final score. That's not a bad result, that. I'll take it. It was a cracking second game in the qualifying campaign where neither side deserved to lose, and Ireland definitely deserved a point. Harry Arter's wonderful goal gave them just that. And a 1-1 draw wasn't a bad result in our first away game against a very good country. So not a bad start then for my first Euro qualifying games with my country, and I do feel like I'm making amends as well. I knew that heading into the qualifying games, I was going to have a bit of a mixed feeling really. How would I feel? Would I be able to hit the ground running? I feel like I have. Maybe no goals or assists in that game, but a decent performance and not a bad start for me personally, and not a bad start for the country either. But for our third and final game, we're returning back home and back to Vicarage Road for our first and only Premier League game today as we take on Chelsea, going in search of our first win at Vicarage Road in the league this season. We've drawn our last two against West Ham and Stoke. And I want to win this game here against Conte's boys, and also prove to the fans here as well that as I'm making amends for England, I'm going to lead this team to further success this year. That's what I've promised this season, even more memorable moments in Season 2. Chelsea, third and final game today. Let's get the 3 points. Good tackle there by Bellarabi. A chance possibly for a quick break here. Ducouré gives it to me. I've got one man running through the middle and one man out wide. I'll give it to the latter. It's Richarlison. And a nice ball inside. And Andre Gray, with the flag staying down, really should have fired us in front. Our last two games in the league, both draws against West Ham and Stoke. As we go in search of our first home win in the Premier League this season, that should have been our first goal of the game. Golden chance missed, but here's Gray on the ball again. Back to me. I'll try and get in behind the back line if I can and have space to whip it into the centre. And arriving is Chalobah! And there's our first goal. Nathaniel Chalobah volleys it home against his former club. Watford 1, Chelsea 0. What a strike to start the game off. Great to get the assist as well. I knew exactly what I was doing there. Took it wide, dragged out defenders, held it up, and a brilliant little ball to Chalobah arriving on the volley, who fires it past Willy Caballero with wonderful technique. Watford 1, Chelsea 0, and a perfect start here at Vicarage Road. Come on, Nathaniel. Ducouré to Gray. Now back to Ducouré, through to goal scorer Nathaniel Chalobah into my feet, and Bellarabi could be through. Karim Bellarabi could be through. Oh, he stopped momentarily, but he does have to feed me inside to fire it home. Watford 2, Chelsea 0, and I was getting so frustrated in the game against Stoke because I said this season, if I'm going to stay here at Vicarage Road and lead this team, the responsibility will fall on my shoulders every game where I don't get the 3 points for my team. But what a start in this one, an assist and now a goal as well. Watford 2, Chelsea 0, and it's been a dream start for the Hornets here at Vicarage Road. Bellarabi to my feet, and I'll play it back to Chalobah. Oh, I didn't want that. I didn't want that there. Don't worry about it, Nathaniel. It's okay, I'll win it back, but I didn't want it there as Gray is ahead of me and a chance here possibly for a third goal. I'll roll it into him. He'll give me back. I'll give it straight back to him. Can he send me again? Gray to my feet, and I got one man to beat, and it was Zuma, and he blocked me off perfectly there. That was absolutely brilliant defending from Kurt. I probably should have done better, and I know it as well. I know it. Should have done better there. One man to beat. Didn't get fancy, but just tried to curl it into the far corner. And if we don't win this game, I'll be reflecting on that miss. But still, great first half, a goal and an assist. Just got to keep this up, and right now we're set for our first home win in the Premier League of the second season. It's going to take a while before I eliminate those sort of mistakes from my game, but I need to get rid of those sort of mistakes ASAP, because that's what hampers me from scoring more goals, that lack of composure and concentration. But the hustle's always there, the hustle's always there, and Andre Gray makes it free. He just strokes it into the bottom corner. Watford 3, Chelsea 0, and my bro gets his first of the game in what has been a fantastic performance here at Vicarage Road. The work rate has been there all game long, chasing the ball down, winning it back. I rob Zuma, I roll it inside, and Gray, it was too easy. Just pops it into the bottom corner, unmarked from 8 yards. It's 3-0, and surely the 3 points in the bag already. I love being the workhorse and the presser in this team, always trying to win it back and put the pressure on my opposition players. And in this game, I've really shown my full range of weapons in this game. Assisting, scoring, winning balls back. It's just been a brilliant solo performance, and it could get even better. Cross to the far post, and Zuma heads it behind for a corner. But this has been an absolutely brilliant game. Our best game of the season so far for the Hornets, no doubt about it. And brilliant confidence heading into our first Champions League group game against Juventus in the week as well. What a fantastic match. Belotti for Chelsea, trying to get inside, and he's done so, Belotti, and says, Docs, calm it down, mate. Game's not done yet. You know what we're capable of, and you know what I'm capable of as well. Lovely finish by the Italian. 17.5 minutes to go, 3-1. Is the game back on? It's been a cracking episode today, hasn't it? Belotti turns his man with a ball roll, sends him walking, and that is a brilliant finish in off the crossbar. Fair play to the former Torino striker for his second in the Premier League. That was a great goal as Gray comes off. But as we still lead by 2 goals, shouldn't throw this away here from this position. It's been a great game. Let's make sure we finish strong and claim the 3 points. Into stoppage time. Seems like the 3 points are now in the bag. A success sends me down left-hand side. I've got Luis to beat, and I'll take it round the Brazilian, and maybe a chance here for a 4th goal. A cross comes to the right back. There's men arriving now. I'll aim for the far post. Oh, I missed the ball. I've missed the ball. And that's not exactly how I wanted to end the game off, but I don't care, because for the majority of the 90 minutes, I was almost inch perfect. Final score at Vicarage Road, Watford 3, Chelsea 1, our first home win in the league this season, and what a performance as well from myself. I said I wanted to lead this team this season to something special, and that was the way to prove that I really mean business. Fantastic game, fantastic win. I think the less said about the fresh air swipe at the end though, the better. That was a little embarrassing. That's like in golf when you're teeing off on the first and you totally missed the ball. But a 9.2, bagging 2 assists with 88% passing and scoring as well was a really great feeling. My second goal in the Premier League this season. In a game which we were the better team, but Chelsea did start coming at us late on, and Belotti's goal did give us a little bit of a sweat. But in the end, we held them off. We claimed the 3 points, and that is what we needed to do after back-to-back draws against West Ham and Stoke. But that went in today's episode of My Player though, guys, so a big thank you for watching today's fantastic episode, and if you did enjoy it, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all, have a fantastic Friday night, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you for the next episode of My Player very soon, featuring our first game in the Champions League group stages as we take on Juventus, and what a group opener that promises to be.